Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to continue with our 1977 New York Metropolitan replay using Action PC Baseball. Absolutely wonderful game from Dave Koch Sports. And they're taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Our retro time machine date, June 29th, 1977. The Phillies are in first place, 1 game over Pittsburgh, and 5 games over the Cubs and our surprising Mets. Phillies record 43-27. The Mets are 39-33. They have split the first 2 games. Philadelphia took the first game, and the Mets took the second game. So here is the 3rd game of the series. Mets trying to get within 4 of first place. Here at the ballpark is the original Grognard, our good friend Devin. Hope you're feeling better, my friend. And check out the original Grognard's channel as he has Gunslinger. He posted a video, Gunslinger Tabletop Western. It's absolutely marvelous. I'll be checking that out probably tomorrow morning when I'm doing breakfast. So, probably catch a little bit before I go to bed tonight. But check out the original Grognard and the Gunslinger. Alright, let's get to the starting lineups and play some Action PC Baseball. For the Philadelphia Phillies, Martin will lead off and play right field. Larry Boa is playing short, batting second. Mike Schmidt bats third, plays third base. Greg the Bull Lazinski is the cleanup hitter. He's in left field. Bob Boone is at first base. That's kind of strange. Boone, normally a catcher, is going to be at first. And then you have Maddox in center, batting 6th. Harmon batting 7th at second base. Foot's doing the catching. He's batting 8th. And the former Boston Red Sox from the Impossible Dream Team of 1967, Jim Lonborg, is on the mound for the Phillies. For the New York Metropolitans, trying to gain ground on the first place Phillies, it'll be Lenny Randall leading off, playing third. Bruce Beauclair batting second in right field. Ed Kranepool's in left, batting third. Batting fourth, Lee Mazzilli playing center field. Batting fifth, John Stearns doing the catching. John Milner's at first base, batting 6th. Batting 7th, the second baseman, Felix Millan. Batting 8th is Doug Flynn, and he is at short. On the mound, the lefty, Jerry Koosman. He will bat 9th. So Koosman to face Martin. Martin in the retro replay batting 167, 1 homer, and 9 ribbies. We have put up the box, just like Uncle Ron has, over to our left to see the probabilities here. So you can check that out. Against Koosman, his probability is hitting 198. Odds of him striking out, great. Alright, Stearns behind the plate, 6 out of 10 defense, 7 out of 10 arm. Randall's at third base, he's average, 5 out of 10. Flynn, 7 out of 10 at short. Mian, 7 out of 10 at second. The Metropolitans very solid up the middle. John Milner, below average defensively at first. He's a 4 out of 10. Ed Kranepool is in left field, 4 out of 10 defense, 3 out of 10 arm. Lee Mazzilli, 6 out of 10 defense and arm in center. And Bruce Beauclair, 3 out of 10 defense, 4 out of 10 arm. Bobby Cantolano is here at the ballpark, my Twitter wife. How you doing? Alright, here's the pitch to Martin. Ball game on its way at Shea. And that is a base hit. It's going to get to the wall. Martin digging for 2, and he is safe. So much for that 198 batting average against Jerry Koosman. A leadoff double. Martin, an 8 out of 10 base runner. Here comes Larry Boa to the plate. 287, 1 homer, 22 ribbies. 9 out of 10 bunting ability. 9 out of 10 hit and run. Koosman picks up the sign from Stearns. He deals to Boa. Boa ground ball right side. Mian's only plays to first. Advancing to third is Martin. So a good piece of professional hitting by Larry Boa. He hits it on the ground to the right side. Farm 1 is in the chat. He says, ciao. Ciao back to you, my fellow Paisan. And Bubba Husky, how you doing? So 1 out. Martin's at third. Here comes Mike Schmidt. Schmidt batting 336, 23 homers, and 55 ribbies. Has a just over an 8% chance of hitting a home run. On deck is the Bull, Greg Lazinski. Koosman nods his head. He deals to Mike Schmidt. And he walked him. Tried to hit that outside corner on the 3-0. So 4 straight balls. Runners on the corners for Greg the Bull Lazinski. 273, 16 homers, 60 ribbies. Double play ball will get them out of the inning. Again, the probability over to the left side. The green and white box. Kuzman's ready. He deals to Lazinski. Fly ball, deep left center. Mazzilli makes the catch. Martin goes back to tag and scores easily as Mazzilli throws it back in towards the cutoff. 1-0 Phillies. So 2 outs. Schmidt's at first. 7 out of 10 base runner. Milner holding him on. Here comes Bob Boone. He's playing first today for the Phillies, as opposed to his usual catching slot. Batting .338, 9 homers, 40 ribbies. Boone peeks to first. He'll throw over. Milner applies the tag. Schmidt just barely got back. Schmidt shortens up his lead. Kuzman looks in. Here's the pitch to Boone. Fly ball, right field. Beauclair on the run, and he cannot make the catch. It is a souvenir for a fan here at Shea. So 2 outs. Schmidt at first. Milner holding him on. 2-2 count. The windup and the pitch to Boone. And that's a base hit to right. Beauclair gets to it. Schmidt goes first to third, though. Beauclair throws it back in towards second. So the Phillies threatening again with 2 outs and a 1-0 lead. And here comes Gary Maddox riding a 10-game hitting streak, batting .297, 6 home runs, and 28 ribbies. Stearns pounds the mid, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Maddox. Ground ball. Randall has it. Throws the short way to Mian, who steps on the second base bag. And the side is retired. Phillies get 1. We go to the bottom of the first. Due up for the New York Mets, Randall, Beauclair, and Cranepool to face Gentleman Jim Lomborg. At least that's what he was called in 1967 on the Impossible Dream Team Boston Red Sox. He is 4-1. In actuality, was 11-4 with a 4.30. Behind the plate, Barry Foote. 4 out of 10 defense, 5 out of 10 arm. Schmidt, 10 out of 10 at third. Boa, 9 out of 10 at short. Harmon, not very good at second. 3 out of 10 range. And Boone, he gets a rare start at first, so he might make some mistakes there. As you can see, he's a 0. Lazinski's in left, 4 out of 10 defense, 5 out of 10 arm. Maddox, 10 out of 10 defense with a 5 out of 10 arm. And Jerry Martin, 4 out of 10 in right for defense, 5 out of 10 arm. So here comes Randall. Corners in for the Phillies. Lenny Randall, an excellent punter, 9 out of 10. Schmidt in at third. Boone in at first. Here's the pitch from Lomborg to Randall. Randall swinging away, and he shoots that ball the other way to the left side. And it's a leadoff single past the drawn-in corner. So Randall's at first, 65% chance of stealing second. Here comes Bruce Beauclair, 9 out of 10 bunter. He's going to put down the sacrifice. Oh, they throw over. Randall just gets back. He was leaning. So Lomborg keeping an eye on Lenny Randall. Boone holding him on. He looks into Foote. Here's the pitch. Beauclair squares the bunt. Foote has it. He throws to Harmon on the wheel play as Boone was charging in. Couldn't get back to the plate. First base. There's 1 out, but Randall stands at second. Tying run. Here comes Eddie Cranepool. Cranepool batting .302, 3 homers and 34 ribbies. Cranepool, a left-handed batter. Lomborg peeks over his shoulder. Randall, 9 out of 10 base runner. Now he deals to Ed Cranepool. Cranepool swings. Shallow fly ball to right. Martin comes racing in, makes the catch. Randall, 41% chance of tagging. He will hold. So 2 outs. It'll be up to Lee Mazzilli, the center fielder, batting .278, 2 homers and 16 ribbies. Can he tie the ball game up here? Lomborg kicks and deals to Mazzilli. Mazzilli swings. Line shot to Boa. Oh, Mazzilli hit it on the screws. Boa had a great reaction at short. The side is retired. The Mets threaten but do not score. We go to the top of the second, 1-0 Philadelphia. Hello, Will. That's W. Vox. Check out that great card collecting channel. Hello, Mr. Ken Castro, sports writer extraordinaire, and Tribes Fan 879. Let's just put up another video on his Minnesota Twins 2016 replay using Stratomatic card and dice. Alrighty, here's Terry Harmon. He'll be followed by Foote and Lomborg. Harmon, 125, 1 home run, and 2 ribbies. Kuzman kicks and deals to Harmon, and he strikes him out. Foul tip. Stearns held on to it, 1 away. Now bring up the catcher, Barry Foote. He's batting .600, a home run, and 2 ribbies in 5 at-bats this year. Right-handed batter. Lomborg on deck. The windup and the pitch to Foot. And he strikes him out. Big swing and a miss on the outside pitch. Koosman 2 up, 2 down via the K. Here comes gentleman Jim Lombard. He deals to his counterpart. Strike 3! Koosman strikes out the side. And mowed down the Phillies quite quickly there. We go to the bottom of the second, still 1-0. Philadelphia here at Shea. The Mets are 5 games out of first. The Phillies occupy first place. 1 game over the Pirates, 5 over the Cubs and Mets. John Stearns, the Metropolitan catcher, 272, 6 homers, 38 ribbies. Johnny Milner on deck. Barry Foot pounds the mid, sets the target. Here's the pitch to his counterpart, Stearns. And Stearns grounds it slowly to Schmidt. He comes in, fields it, quick toss to Boone, safe! An infield hit for John Stearns. And I think that's where the inexperience of Bob Boone comes into play at first. He didn't make a good stretch. Here's Johnny Milner. Milner, the first baseman, 235, 4 homers, 25 ribbies. Hit and run. There goes Stearns. Milner shoots the ball to right. Stearns hits second base and moves on to third. So Johnny Milner on the hit and run makes contact, loops it out into right. And now John Stearns stands at third. So first and third, no outs. And here come the go-go Metropolitans. Felix Millan, he's an excellent hit and run man. There goes Milner. We're playing hit and run again. Ground ball up the middle. Lombard goes off his glove, and Millan is safe on the error. And scoring from third is John Stearns. That's how the Mets like to play. We play go-go baseball with the 1977 New York Metropolitans. So Milner stands at second, Millan at first. No outs for Doug Flynn. Flynn, 7 out of 10 bunter, 8 out of 10 hit and run. On deck is Koosman. Hit and run again. There go the runners. Flynn grounds it to the right side. The only play is for Boone to race to first and step on the bag. Milner advances to third. Milan's at second. This is go-go Mets baseball at its best. Here it comes Jerry Koosman, and he is definitely a punch-and-judy hitter. 103, no homers, no ribbies. He is a pitcher. 10 out of 10 bunter. Corners move in. So Schmidt in at third, Boone in at first. On deck, Lenny Randall. Will we attempt the safety squeeze? Nope, Koosman's going to swing away. Chokes up on the back, ground ball to Boa. They're going to send Milner home. He's going to play to first. Milner scores, and it is 2-1 Mets. Koosman helps his own cause with a ground ball to deep short. Holding at second is Millan. So the Mets have produced 2 runs in this inning with go-go Met baseball. And here comes Lenny Randall. He is 1 for 1. Millan at second, an average runner. Lombard peeks over his shoulder. Now looks in at the plate. He deals to Randall. Randall, ground ball to Harmon at second. He throws to Boone. The side is retired, but the Mets take the lead 2-1 on go-go Met baseball. We go to the top of the third. Metropolitans 2, the Phillies 1. Top of the order for Philadelphia. Martin, Boa, and Schmidt to face Koosman. Yep. Farm 1 says, you know, Lombard is and was a top dentist in the Boston area. You are correct, and he adopted a ton of kids. Skiing accident really hampered his career in the off season in '67. All right, Martin's 1 for 1. Boa's on deck. Here's the pitch. Martin swings, fly ball. Beauclair goes back, makes the catch in right, 1 down. Here's Larry Boa. Boa is 0 for 1. 8 out of 10 bunter. Randall in at third, Milner in at first. Koosman shakes his head. Now he's ready. Stearns sets the target. Here's the pitch to Boa. And he strikes him out. Jerry Koosman hits him with a big swing and a miss on the 1-2 count. Koosman has now struck out 4, so 2 up, 2 down. Here comes a very dangerous Mike Schmidt. He's already knocked 23 out of the ballpark in our retro replay. 1 swing of the bat and he can tie it. Koosman rubs up that baseball, back up on the bump, toes the rubber. Picks up the sign from Stearns. He kicks and deals to Schmidt. Schmidt grounds it slowly to Flynn at short, long throw. Milner with the stretch, not in time. Mike Jack Schmidt beats it out. Inning stays alive for the Bull, Greg Lazinski. He had a sacrifice fly in the first, knocking in the Philadelphia run. Milner holding Schmidt on. Koosman throws over! And he's safe. I don't know what Lazinski was doing. Again, Koosman looks to first. Now he deals to the bull, Lazinski. And he strikes him out. Strikeout number 5. The side is retired. Bottom of the third, 2-1 Mets. 2 up for the Metropolitans. Beauclair, Cranepool, and Mazzilli. As Bubba Husky says, Punch and Judy are tops. Bobby Cantilano says, I like going to the dentist. Tribes fan didn't know that gentleman Jim Lombard was a dentist. Yep. Here's Bruce Beauclair. He had a sacrifice bunt in his first plate appearance. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal for the Phillies. Foot wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch from Lombard to Beauclair. And Beauclair sends a ball deep to center. Maddox at the wall makes the catch. Oh, Beauclair gave it a ride, just fell a little short. 1 down. And here's Eddie Cranepool. Cranepool fly to shallow right. Lombard deals to the lefty Cranepool. Cranepool, base hit to center. Nice piece of hitting by Cranepool. Sat back on the off speed. So 1 out, 1 on for Lee Mazzilli. There's the hit and run. There goes Cranepool. Mazzilli sends that ball deep down the left field line. Lazinski in the corner makes the catch. Fires it back in towards Boa. Quickly getting back to first is Cranepool. Had Lazinski not made that running catch in the corner, it would have careened off the wall, and Cranepool would have scored. And Mazzilli probably would have been standing at third, but the Bull made a fabulous catch in left. So 2 outs. Cranepool will be off by contact at first. Boone holding him on. Here's John Stearns. He is 1 for 1. Milner on deck. The windup and the pitch to Stearns. And he swings and misses. The side is retired. What a catch by the Bull. Greg Lazinski turned that inning around. Yankees baseball cards is in the chat. How are you, my friend? Top of the fourth, 2-1 Mets. 2 up for the Phillies. Boone, Maddox, and Harmon. Bob Boone is 1 for 1 off the lefty Koosman. Here's the pitch to Boone. Ground ball, Randall, long throw, and they get him. Nice shot by Lenny Randall, third baseman. 1 out for Gary Maddox, riding a 10-game hitting streak. He's 0 for 1 today. Stearns goes through the signs. Koosman nods his head in approval. He kicks and deals to Maddox. Ground ball, Randall charges it, quick release to Milner again. Rinse and repeat, 2 up, 2 down. Scoring at home 5-3 for both of them. And here comes Terry Harmon, second baseman, he's 0 for 1. Koosman looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He's ready, he deals to Harmon. Ground ball, Mian, over to Milner, and 1-2-3 go the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the fourth. The Mets 2, the Philadelphia Phillies 1. Mets 5 games out of first place. The Phillies occupy it. If they win, they'll be 4 out. Johnny Milner steps to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He singled on a hit and run that sent Stearns to third from first. He awaits the Lombard offering. Pitch homeward bound. Milner, fly ball, shallow left. Lazinski coming in, makes the catch, 1 down. That'll bring up Felix Mian. He's 0 for 1. Barry Foote sets the target. Lombard kicks and fires. Mian lines out to Mike Schmidt. Oh, Mike Schmidt, a leaping catch, robbing Mian of a double down the line. So 2 outs, no one on for Doug Flynn. He is 0 for 1. On deck is Koosman. Flynn will take. Lombard, that's a ball. Foote tried to frame it. A ball 1. He'll take again. Ball 2. Flynn looks down to the third base coach. Puts his bat on his shoulder. Lombard takes a deep breath. The windup being the pitch to Flynn, taking all the way. And there's a strike right down the middle of the plate. Hanging curveball to be, Flynn wants that one back. Flynn in the driver's seat, 2-1. Lombard nods his head. The pitch. Flynn base hit to right. He got into a hitter's count, and he just smacked that ball to right. So with 2 outs, Flynn is at first. Here comes Koosman, who's 0 for 1, but at least Koosman will not lead off the next inning. Koosman's going to take. Lonborg deals to his counterpart, and there's a strike. 81 miles per hour off speed. 0-1 count. Koosman chokes up a bit on the bat in the right-hander's batter's box. Lonborg looks to first, Boone holding on Flynn. The windup and the pitch. And he strikes out Koosman. The side is retired. Top of the 5th, 2-1 Mets. 2 up for the Philadelphia Phillies. Foot, Lonborg in the top of the order, Martin. Dave Gardner is here at the ballpark. Remember to check out Dave Gardner's wonderful YouTube channel. He has a hockey game up, and something wild happened in that game. Check it out. Also, check out hockeytournaments.com for all your hockey tournament needs. That's hockeytournaments.com with Dave Gardner. Foot is 0 for 1. Stearns wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch. Foot, ground ball. Neon at second, over to Milner. 1 away. Now bring up Gentleman Jim Lonborg. He's 0 for 1. Koosman's ready. He deals. Lonborg grounds it up the middle. Flynn coming across the second base bag. Throws to Milner. 2 down. So Koosman in a zone. And that'll be the top of the order. And Jerry Martin, who's 1 for 2. Martin has doubled and flown out to deep right. Koosman, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Martin. Martin grounds it to Flynn, deep short, strong throw to Milner, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Mets cling to that 1-run lead, 2-1. 2 up the top of the order for the Metropolitans. Randall, Beauclair, and Cranepool. Lenny Randall is 1 for 2, 9 out of 10 bunter. That's why the corners are in. Schmidt in at third, Boone in at first. Can Randall once again smack it past the drawn-in corners? He awaits the Lonborg offering, pitch homeward bound. Randall knocks it right past Boone. Boone made a lunging dive for it, but it was a hard-hit ball, and he was playing in, so Lenny Randall picks up his second hit. 9 out of 10 base run, and here it comes. Bruce Beauclair, 9 out of 10 bunter, 4 out of 10 hit and run. Here's a sacrifice bunt. He puts down a good one. Lonborg has it. His only plays to first, and they get Beauclair by a step and a half as Harmon covered on the wheel play. But once again, Randall stands at second. He's in scoring position for Eddie Cranepool, who's 1 for 2. Hit and run. There goes a runner. Cranepool grounds it. Schmidt comes in, throws to first. It's a bang play. Did Cranepool? No! Oh, Cranepool thought he beat it out. And now Randall stands at second. With 2 outs, it's up to Lee Mazzilli, the center fielder, who is 0 for 2. Mazzilli, switch hitter, batting lefty, off the right-handed throwing Lonborg. Chokes up a bit on that bat, a little hunched over. Barry Foot goes through the signs. Lonborg nods his head. Here's the pitch to Lee Mazzilli. Lee Mazzilli sends that ball deep down the right field line. Martin looks up. It's gone! Lee Mazzilli jacks one out to right. The Mets fans go crazy here at Shea as it's 4-1 Metropolitans. Oh my, Lee Mazzilli sprung out of that crouch and took it right down the right field line. And the Mets now have a 4-1 lead thanks to that 2-run homer. Let's watch that over. Mazzilli pops out of that crouch, and that ball is up by birdie. Boom goes the ball, and Lee Mazzilli touches them all. Joining us here at the ballpark is Baseball Demos. He says, "Go, go Mets." Check out his channel. He just put up a History Maker baseball game. I listened while I was doing some stuff between the Yankees and the Red Sox. Also, Dave Little's joined us. Another wonderful channel in our FOC, Friends of the Community. Alright, the fans are still buzzing thanks to that Lee Mazzilli blast. Here's John Stearns, the Mets catcher's 1 for 2. Stearns, 4 out of 10 bunter. He's going to try a drag bunt, surprise bunt. And he drops it down. Lonborg gets to it, throws to Harmon on the wheel play, and they get Stearns. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 6th, 4-1 Mets. Koosman with a 3-run lead. He will face Boa, Schmidt, and Lazinski. Koosman's thrown 77 pitches. He's good for 140. Boa's 0 for 2. Digs in the right-hander's batter's box. 8 out of 10 bunter. Randall comes in at third. Milner comes in at first. Kuzman's going to be aggressive. He deals to Boa. Boa sends that ball deep down left field line. Claypool going back, looking up. It's gone! Oh, my Lord. Kuzman challenged him with a fastball, and Larry Boa deposited it down the left field line. And they have cut the lead in half. It's now 4-2 Mets. And here comes Mike Schmidt. Stearns goes out to have a word with Kuzman, saying, let's not throw that pitch again. Back behind the plate to face Schmidt, who is 1 for 1. He has walked and had an infield single. The lefty deals to Schmidt. And he strikes him out. So 1 away, and here comes Greg Lazinski. Lazinski's 0 for 1, but he made one heck of a catch in the left field corner, robbing Mazzilli. This time Mazzilli went the other way with a homer. No one caught the second time. Here's the pitch to the bull, and he strikes Lazinski out. So Kuzman really bearing down after that home run from Boa that cut the lead in half. Mets lead 4-2, 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 6th, and here comes Bob Boone. Boone playing first base today, getting a little breather from doing the catching as Foot's catching. He's 1 for 2. He awaits the lefty's offering. Kuzman kicks and fires. Ground ball slowly hit the Flynn at short. Quick release to Milner, and the side is retired. But the Phillies get 1 on the home run by Boa. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-2 Metropolitans. Baseball Demo says tomorrow at noon is the tentative time for Game 1, Dead Ballers versus ID Gestures. Unless Uncle Ron is streaming at noon, then I will follow Ron. Well, thank you for that update, Dave. And hello, Tabby the cat. So here comes Johnny Milner. He's 1 for 2. Mian's on deck. Lombard has gone 5 innings, 7 hits, 1. He's given up 1 homer. He struck out 2. And given up 2 earned runs. Should be 4 earned runs, I would think. Was there an error? I don't remember. There must have been an error. Only 2 of them are earned. Alrighty. And there is an error right there. I forgot. Okay. Here's the pitch from Lombard to Milner. And Milner grounds it hard to Boone! And he boots the ball! And Milner hustles the second as the ball rolled away into the shallow outfield. So Bob Boone pulled a Billy Buckner, and Milner stands at second. Again, that's Boone's inexperience at first base. A big insurance run. Here's Felix Mian, 10 out of 10 hit and run. We play unorthodox as the Go-Go Mets, and we're going to put the hit and run on again. There goes Milner. Mian grounds it up the middle. Boa's only play is the first, as Milner is at third. Mian handles that bat so well. So Milner stands 90 feet away from giving the Metropolitans their 5th run, but here comes Doug Flynn. Kuzman's on deck. Will they walk Flynn to pitch to Kuzman? 7 out of 10 bunter. Squeeze play. It's a suicide squeeze. There goes Milner. And, oh, Flynn puts the bat on the ball, but the ball goes back to the backstop. No balls, 2 strikes. The bunt is called off. Flynn chokes up a bit, digs in that right-hander's batter's box. Milner at third. The windup and the pitch from Lombard to Flynn. And he strikes him out. So there's 2 outs. 2 outs. Kuzman, practically an automatic out. He's thrown 91 pitches. Do we want to go pinch hitter here? Kuzman has not fared well in the later innings in our games. And who do we have against a righty? Joel Youngblood at 261. Henderson. They would probably walk Henderson, though. We need the runs. But we used our bullpen. first two games. Well, I don't think we'd have to get to Skip Lockwood though. Steve Henderson's gonna hit. We want this run. Kuzman's done for the day. Here comes Steve Henderson. His day off is over. Bump bump. Bump bump. Bump bump. So here's Henderson, batting .263 with 1 homer and 5 ribbies since being acquired by the Metropolitans. Milner's at third, 2 outs. Lonborg readies himself, nods his head, foot sets the target. Here's the pitch to Henderson. Henderson sends his ball deep, and it's off the wall! Henderson with a pinch hit double. Milner trots in from third. It's 5-2 Mets. As Baseball Demo says, bury athlete's foot. So a clutch pinch hit double by Henderson. The Mets are up by 3 now. And here's Lenny Randle. Henderson 6 out of 10 runner. Randle 2 for 3 at the plate. Beauclair in the on-deck circle. Can they put another run on the board? Here's the pitch to Lenny Randle. And Randle grounds it back to Lonborg, who throws to Boone. The side is retired as he snared that ball going up the middle. But the Mets get 1 on the pinch hit double by Henderson. Now we need a pitcher. Do we want to keep Henderson in the game and move Cranepool to first? I think that's what we're going to do. We move Cranepool to first. Then the pitcher, which is fine because he's who we have for pitchers here. Let's see. Lockwood's too soon to come in. That's a 9-out save. We have Bob Apodaca. Blame it on the Apodaca. We can bring in Apodaca. Get through an inning and go Lockwood for 6. I think that's what we're going to do, folks. Okay, so John Milner will come out of the game. We'll put in our better defensive first baseman, Cranepool, from left. We'll move him to first. Henderson will stay in the game and play left. Beauclair, who's going to lead off the bottom of the 7th, will stay in the game, and then we'll bring in Vail, who's a much better defender. We want to bring in Lockwood. He's good for 45 pitches. How many lefties they have? They have a ton of righties. Bob Apodaca is going to come in the game. He'll bat in the 6th spot. Try to get 3 outs out of Apodaca and no runs given up. So it's 5-2 Mets. Cranepool moves from left to first, where he's a 5 out of 10 defender. Henderson with the pinch hit double stays in the game. He moves to left field. He's 6 out of 10 defense, 2 out of 10 arm. And Bob Apodaca is on the mound. Apodaca, in our retro replay, 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 save with a 1.20. In actuality, 4-8 with 5 saves with a 3.43. He will face Maddox, Harmon, and Foote. Maddox is 0 for 2, riding a 10-game hit streak. Apodaca is ready. He deals to Maddox. And it's a fly ball deep to left, and Henderson at the track makes the catch. 1 down. Mets fans approve. Here comes Harmon. He's 0 for 2. Apodaca needs to make short work of the punching Judy Harmon. He rocks and fires to Harmon. Oh, they're going to go shake bake McBride. So McBride comes off the bench. He's batting .429, a home run and 3 ribbies, and 35 at-bats in this retro replay. Apodaca rubs up the baseball, puts it in his glove. He's back up on the bump. He picks up the sign from Stearns. Here's the pitch to Shake Bake McBride. Ground ball right side. Cranepool has it. Races to the bag and steps on it. 2 up, 2 down. So far, Bob Apodaca has been the girl from Ipanema. Here's Barry Foote trying to keep the inning alive for the Phillies. The Phillies catcher is 0 for 2. Apodaca's ready to work. Pitch homeward bound. Foote rips a shot to right. Beauclair! The relay throw, and foot just slides in under the tag of Flynn. So Barry Foote claps his hands as he stands at second base. Evengi Crosby, how you doing, my friend? Check out that channel, Evengi Crosby. Hope all is well. As Dave garnishes love, Bake McBride. Bake, Shake McBride. Shake, Bake McBride. And here comes Lomborg. He's not going to hit. Oh, the very dangerous Richie Hebner. Son of a gravedigger. He was a gravedigger himself. Hebner, in the retro replay, batting .312, 10 homers, and 38 ribbies. Very dangerous hitter. He's a lefty. We don't have any lefties in our pen. Skip Lockwood's coming in the game. So Lockwood will, it's his game to win it now. He's not going to get pinch hit for it. So here comes Skip Lockwood. Hebner riding a 7-game hitting streak. Lockwood, in our retro replay, 8 wins, 4 losses, 14 saves, 2.20 earned run average. He gave up back-to-back home runs in the game prior to this, but the Mets held on to win the game. And he got the save. In actuality, like I said, 4 and 8 with 20 saves, 3.38. He'll face Hebner, 2 outs with Foote standing at second. If Hebner goes yard, the Phillies will pull to within 1. Lockwood has a quick word with Stearns after his warm-up toss. As Stearns back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Richie Hebner. Hebner, left center field, base hit. Will they wave Foote? They're going to wave him around. Joe Torre will throw to the cutoff, and it's 5-3, so Richie Hebner comes through. With a pinch hit RBI single, top of the order, Jerry Martin, who's 1 for 3. Hebner being held on by Cranepool. Martin now represents a tying run at the plate. He only has 1 home run with a 171 batting average and 9 ribbies. Lockwood throws over. They apply the tag, but not in time. Oh, that was very close. Cranepool wanted the call. Again, Lockwood looks to first. Now in at the plate. He deals to Martin. Martin rips a shot to left center field. Hebner hits second and moves on to third. So Skip Lockwood is not spelling relief. Tying runs are on. The go-ahead run comes to the plate. Larry Boa, who's already banged out a home run in his last plate appearance. It was a solo blast that went .347. 5-3, 2 outs. Boa, switch hitter, batting lefty. Lockwood takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest, the windup and the pitch to Boa. They're going to go aggressive. Boa, ground ball. Flynn charges in, fires the first. Cranepool with the stretch. And the side is retired, but the Phillies pick up 1 on the pinch hit single by Richie Hebner. We now go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 5-3 Mets. We have a pitching change for the Phillies. Warren Brewstar comes into the game. Try to keep it a 2-run deficit. Brewstar in the replay, 2-1 with no saves, 3.40 earned run average. In actuality, 7-2 with 3 saves, 2.65. He will face Beauclair, Cranepool, and Mazzilli. Bruce Beauclair is 0 for 1. No hit and run, obviously. No batter, no runner at first. Here's the pitch from Brewstar to Beauclair. And Beauclair grounds it back to Brewstar, who throws to Boone. That's a lot of B's. 1 down. Here's Eddie Cranepool. He's 1 for 3. Mazzilli on deck. Mazzilli's homer. Cranepool digs in the left-hander's batter's box, ready to grip and rip. Foote sets the target. Brewstar kicks and fires. Cranepool, base hit to center. So Eddie Cranepool's now 2 for 4. And here come the Go-Go Mets. JD's in the chat. Check out that great channel. How you doing, JD? And here's Lee Mazzilli, 1 for 3. His 1 hit in his last at-bat, a 2-run homer down the right field line. Again, Mazzilli in that crouch. Boone holding Cranepool on at first. Brewstar deals to Mazzilli. Mazzilli, ground ball. Boa makes a diving play from his knees, throws to Hebner. Hebner goes to Boone. Did Mazzilli beat it out? Yes, they don't turn 2. But what a play by Boa, robbing Mazzilli of his second hit. So there's 2 outs. Mazzilli's at first. And here comes John Stearns. 5-3 Mets. Bottom of the 7th. Boone holding Mazzillion. Brewstar pays no mind to him. Full concentration on Stearns. He looks in. Foot sets the target. Here's the pitch. Stearns is hit! Oh boy, there's some words there. They know the pitcher's on deck. I don't know if they wanted to do that on purpose, but Stearns barked out at Brewstar. There's been some past history with these two gentlemen. So Mazzilli stands at second, Stearns at first, and Lockwood's got a hit because we're not taking out our closer. Lockwood will take. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. Brewstar, a little too fine with it. Foot says, come on, settle down. This is the pitcher up. Brewstar takes a deep breath. Now he's ready. Pitch homeward bound. Lockwood taking again. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Brewstar steps off the mound, rubs up that baseball. Back up on the bump now. He kicks and deals. Strike on the inside corner. Lockwood just looks back at the man in blue, says, you better give me that call with that stare. 2-1 count, 2 outs, 2 on, 5-3 Mets. Lockwood chokes up, right-hander's batter's box. He awaits the offering. Here's the pitch homeward bound. Lockwood, and he walks! He checked his swing, so oh my lord, Brewstar walks the bases loaded. Now he's got to face Felix Millan. He's got a 6-game hitting streak. Mets hoping to break it open here. As JD says, good. Reluctantly turned the PS4 off. I've been playing The Witcher 3. It's a damn good game, and I'm addicted to the story. Alright, here's Felix Millan. Millan is 0 for 3. Again, 6-game hitting streak on the line. Mazzilli at third, Stearns at second, Lockwood at first. No place to put Millan. He's going to take. Brewstar, ball 1, inside corner. He'll take until there's a strike. Ball 2. Millan looks down to the third base coach. Goes back in the batter's box. Squares the bunt, but he's taking all the weight. Pulls back. That's a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases juiced. Here's the pitch to Millan. And Millan sends that ball deep down the right field line, and Lazinski makes the catch. Bangs into the side wall. The Mets threaten but do not score. They leave him loaded. We go to the top of the 8th, 5-3 Mets, trying to pull to within 4 games of first place. Dave Gardner says, I played the crap out of that game, talking about the Witcher. So Lockwood, 13 pitches, good for 45. He will face Schmidt, Lazinski, and Boone. Mike Schmidt, 1 for 2. He has walked, infield single, and struck out. Lockwood nods his head. Stearns sets the target. Here's the pitch to Mike Schmidt. And he strikes him out. Good sinking fastball. 1 away. Lazinski's 0 for 2. Lockwood deals quickly to the bull. Ground ball. Randall at third. Fires to Cranepool at first. 2 up, 2 down. Top of the 8th. And here's Bob Boone, 1 for 3. He has singled and grounded out twice. Maddox on deck. Lockwood looking for a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs. Base is empty. Peers in towards the plate. Here's the pitch to Boone. Boone, fly ball, right field. Beauclair going back, makes the catch. The side is retired. Bottom of the 8th, the Mets have a 2-run lead. New York 5, Philadelphia 3. Due up for the Mets, Flynn, Henderson, and Randall. To face Brewstar, he loaded up the bases, but then got out of the mess. Flynn is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch to Doug Flynn. Flynn fouls it back to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Knocks the dirt off his cleats with the bat. Back in the batter's box he goes. Henderson on deck. Here's the offering from Brewstar. Flynn, base hit, left center field. He takes a wide turn but heads back to first. 48% chance of a hustle double. He will hold. So Flynn with a lead-off single. And here comes Steve Henderson. He had a pinch hit double that knocked in a huge 5th run for the Metropolitans. Boone holding Flynn on. Henderson takes. That's a strike inside corner with the fastball. 0-1. Foot sets the target. Henderson awaits. Pitch homeward bound. Henderson grounds it. Past the mound. Boas only plays the first. Bang, bang play. Boone with the stretch. Digs it out of the dirt. And he maintains the ball. Nice play by the inexperienced Bob Boone at first. But Flynn advances to second. On the weak ground out. And here comes Lenny Randall, 2 for 4. Flynn 6 out of 10 base runner. Randall with a chance to knock in the Mets' 6th run. Here's the pitch to Lenny Randall from Brewstar, and they won't do it. They walk him to set up the double play. Here's Bruce Beauclair. He's 0 for 2. They play charge here at Shea. The fans are revved up. 1 out, 2 on, 5-3 Mets. Here's the pitch to Beauclair, and Beauclair strikes out. Oh boy, was froze on the curve. So 2 outs, 2 on. It's up to Ed Kranepool, who's 2 for 4. He has flown out, singled, grounded out, and singled. Kranepool, left-handed batter. Flynn at second, Randall at first. They'll be off on contact. Foot wiggles the fingers. The windup and the pitch from Brewstar to Kranepool. Homeward bound. Kranepool reached on the outside pitch, tried to poke it the other way. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. He swung at a ball out of the zone. Again, runners off on contact. Here's the pitch to Eddie Kranepool. Kranepool, fly ball, right field. Martin going back, look up, it's gone! 3-run homer for Eddie Kranepool! Shea Stadium erupts, and it's now 8-3. Eddie Kranepool crushes one down the right field line, almost in the same spot where Lee Mazzilli hit it. And let's watch that over as Kranepool is greeted at the plate. Boom goes the ball. Eddie Kranepool touches them all as Flynn and Randall give him high fives, and the Mets dugout is going insane. It is now 8-3, and that's it. The pitcher has been KO'd. So Mr. Brewstar, you have been knocked out. Coming in for the Phillies is Dan Warthen. Warthen, left-handed thrower. He was 0-1 in reality, and he's pitched an inning and a third with no record. He's given up no runs. So he'll face Lee Mazzilli. The switch hitter will now bat righty. Here's the pitch. Mazzilli with a drag bunt, and it's a good one. Foot grabs it. Bang, bang play. Hefner covering the bag, and they just get Mazzilli. But the Mets score 3 on the 2-out, 3-run homer by Eddie Kranepool. We go to the top of the 9th. The Mets have a 5-run lead with their closer Lockwood on the mound. They are 3 outs away from pulling within 4 games of first of the Phillies. So the Phillies will send up Maddox, Jay Johnstone, and Barry Foote. Maddox is 0 for 3. Lockwood's going to be very aggressive. He deals to Maddox, and he strikes him out. Mets 2 outs away. Here's Jay Johnstone. Went into play first. 327, 5 homers, 29 ribbies. In the replay. Lockwood, again, is going to be very aggressive. Stern sets the target. Here's the pitcher, Jay Johnstone. And that's a base hit to left center field. Johnstone takes a wide turn, but down 5, stays at first. And here comes Barry Foote. Lockwood up to 33 pitches. Double play ball ends it here. Lockwood throws over to first. Kranepool applies the tag, and Johnson just gets his hand in before it. Again, Kranepool wanted the call. Lockwood peeks to first. Now in at the plate. He deals to Foote. Fly ball, shallow center. Mazzilli comes racing in, makes the catch. Thought about firing it to first, but held on to it as Johnstone quickly scampered back. 2 outs now. Mets 1 out away from pulling to within 4 games of first place on June 29th, 1977. Retro replay. Here comes Richie Hebner. Came in to pinch hit. He singled and knocked in Foote. in the 7th. Can he keep hope alive for the Philadelphia Phillies? Righty-lefty matchup. Lockwood. Arms down to his chest. Wind up and the pitch to Hepner. Hepner lines out to Mian! The ball game is over. The New York Mets bludgeon the Philadelphia Phillies 8-3, and the surprising go-go Mets do it again. They have pulled to within 4 games of first place, and we're almost in July. Surprise, 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 as Gomer Pyle would say on the Andy Griffith Show. So let's go to the box score. Bear with me a moment. Screen might go black, and then we'll have the box score come up. So what a ball game for the New York Mets. They take 2 out of 3 from the first place Phillies and now move to within 4 games. So Lonborg will take the loss, the former Cy Young Award winner from '67 for the Red Sox and possible Dream Team's now 4-2. He went 6 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 homer, no walks, 3 Ks. Bruce Stark came in, pitched an inning 2/3, and he got wrecked. 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, a home run, 2 walks, and a K. Warthen got the final out in the bottom of the 8th. Jerry Koosman picks up his 7th win for the Metropolitans. He's now 7-4. He went 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 1 home run, 1 walk, 7 Ks. He came out for the pinch hitter, Henderson, who promptly doubled and knocked in the Mets' important 5th run. Apodaca went 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. And then Skip Lockwood went 2 1/3 innings. He picks up his 15th save. He gave up 3 hits, walked none, struck out 2. The New York Metropolitans are now 40-33, 4 games behind the first place Philadelphia Phillies, who dropped to 43-28. Player of the game is Ed Kranepool. And we'll tell you why in a moment. For the Philadelphia Phillies in defeat, Martin went 2 for 4 with a run scored and a double. Larry Boa, the shortstop, 1 for 4 with a run scored and RBI. He struck out once and he gonged a homer. Mike Schmidt was 1 for 3 with a walk and 2 Ks. Greg Lazinski, the Bull, well, he saw red because he was mad. He was 0 for 3. He did have a ribby and a sac fly, but he struck out twice. Bob Boone, playing first base, committed an error and was 1 for 4. Warthen pitched and not hit. Maddox, the center fielder, was 0 for 4 and a strikeout. Harmon, the second baseman, 0 for 2 and a strikeout. Shake Bake McBride pinch hit. He was 0 for 1. Bruce Starr pitched. He did not hit. Jay Johnstone was 1 for 1. Barry Foote was 1 for 4 with a run, scored a strikeout and a double. Jim Lomborg 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Richie Hepner pinched hit. He actually got up twice as he stayed in to play second. He was 1 for 2 with a ribby. The Phillies in defeat as the Mets pulled it within 4 of first place. 34 at-bats, 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 ribbies, 1 walk, 9 Ks, 2 doubles, and 1 home run. Now for the victorious Metropolitans, as I stated, Koosman 7-4, and Lomborg now 4-2. Lenny Randall, the leadoff hitter, was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and a walk. Bruce Beauclair had a tough day, 0 for 3 with a K, but his average is still .343. Eddie Kranepool, player of the game, 3 for 5, a run scored, 3 ribbies, and a homer. Lee Mazzilli was 1 for 5 with 2 ribbies as he had a 2-run blast, scored a run. John Stearns was 1 for 3 with a run scored and a strikeout. John Milner was 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Apodaca pitched not hit. Lockwood pitched and not hit. Felix Mian was 0 for 4 with an RBI on a ground out, I believe. And the 0 for 4 does not tell his true value, as we played hit and run with him twice, and he got the ball into play just like we wanted. Doug Flynn was 2 for 4 with a run scored and a strikeout. Koosman was 0 for 2 with an RBI on a ground ball out. and a strikeout. And Henderson, the pinch hitter, stayed in to play left. Was 1 for 2. He had a pinch hit double. He knocked in a run. The Mets in victory. 35 at-bats, 8 runs, 11 hits, 8 ribbies, 2 walks, 4 Ks, a double, and 2 homers, and a partridge in a pair trade. Let's go to the recap quickly. The Phillies scored first. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. Lazinski hit a sac fly. 1-0 Philadelphia. But in the bottom of the second, the Mets would score 2 and take the lead. 2 hits and an error. Felix Millan grounder scoring on the E1 to tie the score 1-1. Then Jerry Koosman hit a grounder. And it made it 2-1 Mets, as that was go-go Mets baseball right there. Then in the fifth, the Mets would get 2 more. 2 runs on 2 hits. The runs would be powered off the Lee Mazzilli 2-run homer down the right field line. It was 4-1 Mets. Phillies would come back in the top of the sixth with one as Larry Boa crushed a shot to left. That was his second of the year. Mazzilli's was his third. And the Mets only had a 2-run lead as it was 4-2 New York. But in the bottom of the sixth, the Mets pulled Koosman for the pinch hitter Steve Henderson, whose day off came to an end. He doubled, knocking in Milner. 5-2 Mets. The Phillies would tack another one on the board in the seventh. A Richie Hebner pinch hit single foot scored 5-3 Mets. But in the eighth, the game got put away, salted away, whatever you want to call it. Eddie Kranepool hit a shot down the right field line. It was a 3-run homer, 8-3 Mets, and that was the ball game. Player of the game, Ed Kranepool, 3 for 5, a home run and 3 ribbies. Koosman picks up his 7th win. He's now 7-4. Lockwood, in 2 1/3 innings, picks up his 15th save. Jim Lomborg drops to 4-2. So the New York Mets have now moved to within 4 games of first. Hope you enjoyed the game. I'd like to say thank you to JD in the chat, Dave Gardner, Bubba Husky, Bobby Cantilano, Dave Little, Evengi Crosby, Farm 1, Baseball Demos, Tribesfan 879, the original Grognard, Yankee Baseball Cards, Ken Castro, sports writer extraordinaire, W. Voggs, and I think we got everybody. And we did. So thank you. That was a really fun game. Mets pulled it within 4 games of first place. My beloved Go Mets. As Dave Gardner says, the stats in this baseball game are so awesome. Oh, it's unbelievable. And again, I don't show you all the screens because I have to have Ron work with me on that. He has a different recording system. I use OBS because it's free, and that's good enough for me right now. But I think there's got to be a way that I can pop up all the screens without adding all kinds of different windows. So once again, the Mets win 8-3. They are now 40-33. They pulled it within 4 games of the first place Philadelphia Phillies, who dropped to 43-28. So the Mets take 2 out of 3 from Philadelphia. Health and happiness till next time. Watch out for that curveball in the dirt. God bless. And you know it's coming, folks. You know it's coming. Peace!